Good morning. I'll give this a few seconds before I start running my yap. But people go to church on Sunday, so we'll have a little bit of church over here. I'm outside, so you'll have to bear with the hair. It's windy, birds, sun. Probably going to be some dogs at some point, but I've been getting a lot of messages about the abortion ban, essentially. So I figured I would just come on here and talk about it a little bit, because that's what I do. You know, just put my thoughts on just what I see. Not to try to convince anybody of anything, but because there's a lot of people who also feel the same way. And, you know, some people are open to hearing things, so why not share them? We all don't think the same, and we all shouldn't. But anyways, so Texas, just recently, what I call an abortion ban. Texas just passed that. What does that mean? That means that, and I'll disclaimer, I'm not an attorney, you know, none of those things. So I could have some of these things wrong a little bit. So for anybody who wants to correct me, feel free. But under almost no circumstances anymore in Texas, as of effective September 1st, can a woman get an abortion of any type at any stage for any reason. It does not protect women who are raped. It does not protect, you know, children who are, you know, raped by a family member. It doesn't protect, you know, an unwanted, forced, violent. You know, you can't have one. You can't have an abortion under those terms either. So, if it's over 6 weeks. So, you know, I've also posted some things. Good Lord, I've also posted some things, you know, that are leveling the playing field, right? So I posted a picture of the man with, like, basically a, what do they call, chastity belt? Got his stuff all locked up, right? Posted one that said something about, you know, give all boys, you know, vasectomies, you know, and then when they're responsible enough, they can reverse them and they can start having children. People got mad about that. Obviously, I don't think that women are void responsibility for getting pregnant. We know how to get pregnant. We know how to not get pregnant. I mean, that's just simple. That's just what it is. You should be knowing your body, period. Women should always know their bodies. And men who are with the women, you should know it too. Here nor there. So women are responsible, obviously. I posted these things and people, you know, felt some type of way. And, you know, but I leveled the playing field. I think my post yesterday was EOE in this bitch. Equal opportunity. If you're going to regulate me, let's regulate you too. Because it's men who are regulating women's bodies. So back to the 6 weeks thing. Most women, female-born women, who have a period, don't know that they've missed it. Don't know that they may be pregnant until they miss their first period. You don't usually miss your first period, assuming you're regular. Most women are not, for 4 to 6, sometimes maybe even 8 weeks. A very regular woman will know pretty early on. She may catch it within 6 weeks. A not regular woman ain't gonna catch it in 6 weeks. So by the time she realizes she's pregnant, she's stuck. She cannot, in Texas, seek an abortion. Now, I didn't know until a couple years ago that there was pill form abortion. My visual of abortion, you know, was the one that, you know, if you're 43 years old, you probably had. Going into the clinic and, you know, they go in there and they remove what's in there, and that's that. It's uncomfortable, it hurts. You know, it's horrible. It's a horrible procedure. No woman wants to go through that. But that's the visual of abortion that I had. I was uneducated thoroughly until a couple years ago. There's a pill form taken within a certain part of pregnancy. You just basically hemorrhage, and it's you know, 24 hours. It's horrible, you know, it's horrible. But it also is a different form of abortion. All right. So some people don't know what abortion looks like. Some people don't know what abortion is. Men certainly have no fucking clue because they don't even have periods to know that they've possibly gotten pregnant. But that is who is saying that we can't have them. If you want an abortion in Texas, from this point forward, at least till something happens, the closest place is Colorado or New Mexico. I've looked. There's other states that do too, but those are the closest to Texas. So now you have how many more additional burdens placed to be able to go get this procedure or even get the pills? To my knowledge, they've banned like mail order things coming in that are abortion pills. They and the fucking best part about this is they then said, we are going to reward snitching. So, if you know of a doctor that's performing them, they're happening, you can snitch on that person. And there's a reward for that. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You can tell you hate women that much? And they're gonna say, no, we love children. Have you adopted one? Where are yours? Have you adopted any? Have you sought out adoption? Have you sent money to children that aren't yours? You love them so much. Go get some. Because there's about to be a bunch more. There's going to be illegal abortions happening all over the fucking place. There's going to be doctors getting into trouble. There's going to be women getting into trouble. There's going to be women doctors getting into trouble. There'll be some men who will get into trouble too because they love women. But women are stuck with the pregnancy from this point forward. Unless you catch it within 4-6 weeks, which it's a very low probability that most women will. Or you go out of state, which I hope you have the money and the resources and the car and all the shit for that, plus COVID. Who wants to fucking do that? You have to have the ability. Because you can't have one in Texas. Women, ladies, they said fuck you. Texas said fuck you. Texas said fuck women. You do not get to choose. So then, now you're gonna have a bunch more ladies having babies who wouldn't have normally brought these children into the world under whatever circumstances that they are in, bringing these kids into the world. So you want to talk about your fucking resources? And there's already no resources. So it's weird. Texas doesn't want women to abort children. So they want to fill it up with a bunch of new kids? Repopulate? So, what's happening, right? Like, first, then not first, because the abortion ban just happened, so that was not first, but first was the compliance to, if you don't get this jab, you're gonna lose your job. And people are supporting this, and I don't understand how a human could support another human losing their job, which means they're probably going to lose their car, their place that they live. God forbid they have children. Everything has now become unstable in their life because they've lost their fucking job or potentially lose their job because they choose not to have their body raped by this jab. Medical professionals are saying no. Nurses are saying no. Nurses worked all through Corona 2020 when it first came out. Why force them to get jabbed up now? Shit, they made it. And if they got it, they have natural antibodies. Why force people to get this jab that we don't know what it does when it goes in? But what we do know is once it goes in, it's stuck. And if you look at any hashtags that I post, hashtag protect your family, there is a lot of people injured and killed as a result of this jab. So why force people to take it? It's one thing if you want to take it, fine, go the fuck on ahead. That's excuse me. If you feel so compelled to take it, and that's your choice. All right? But that's just it. It should be choice. It is not other people's choice. They are being forced to get it or lose their job. He was, I guess you better get it. I guess you better get a new job. Do you have any fucking idea how hard that is? It is Corona times. Do you know what rent is going for? The cost of living is going for? In anywhere near the 512 area, there's 2.2 million people in, I guess, Central Texas, whatever, Austin. I don't know if that includes the burbs. I'm not really sure, but the cost of living here is ridiculous. A 3-2 house to rent, it's like $2,100. I won't tell you what I pay, but it ain't fucking that. I can't go nowhere. I'm okay with that. But people who lose their jobs, who lose their places to live, don't have a lot of options. So to support the mandatory vaccination is bullshit. It's fucking wrong. And I'm sure that this will get flagged. But it's wrong. It's wrong. You should still exercise precaution. You should still be wise. I'm disappointed in most of this country. But it's no surprise. It's what America does. You should still be precautionary. You should still be being careful. This motherfucker out here. But women can't have abortions in Texas. We are ruling your uterus, your choices, your body autonomy, your life. Because it's not just being pregnant. Now you have a kid for the rest of your life. And anybody with children knows what that is. To remove somebody's choice about their own body is wrong. And there's something wrong with you if you support that. Doesn't mean I support being reckless with your body and just running to the baby chop shop and getting a fucking abortion. No, women have to be responsible. And a woman will always mentally hold that. Ever, forever. It'll never go away. So don't tell another woman what she should or she shouldn't do. Just like we don't regulate men's bodies. And when we talk about it, we feel uncomfortable. So we're regulating women's bodies and we're regulating people. We're giving away a lot of consent. We are letting these jobs say, well, if you don't get it, we're going to let you go. And then they complain about staff shortage. Where the fuck you let everybody go? So they're getting rid of all of our first responders. They're getting rid of all of our trained people. They're getting all of the seasoned helpers. They're getting rid of them for new people. They're waiving licensure requirements for people to get into trades because they need people so badly. But you're firing the ones who've been there the entire time. Makes no sense. And you support this? You should stay home. Let these people have their jobs. It's crazy. I just read this morning that City of Austin, just like passed some shit that they are going to scan their employees' social media accounts twice a year, every year for employees. I'm not quite sure how that works. I saw the title and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I will look more into this. But they're going to, I mean, not to say that they don't already, but to make it a policy to let you know, oh, we're going to be checking your stuff to see what you post in your personal time. People are okay with that. iPhone just scanned everybody's phone, like what, 3 weeks ago, for pornographic material. I certainly think that, pedophiles need to be shot on sight. So I am not about protecting a pedophile in any means. And generally, I would say get them at all costs. But searching my phone just because you want to and you can and you're going to? People are like, oh, well, that's pedophiles. That's fine. Some of y'all give your shit up real easily. I have no child pornography on my phone. I never would. I hope that you die. For real. Like, hit by a train today. If you do. Again, I think that they should be shot on sight. I'll probably get banned for this shit. So it's not about that. It's just how easy we give up consent, give up our bodies, give up other people. It's crazy to me. So, in a nutshell, with all that being said, I guess the question sometimes is why? What the fuck? What's happening? Follow the dots, follow the money. I'm not saying any of this stuff is, intertwined with each other, but it generally is. You should be angry. If you love women, you should be angry. If you don't hate women, you should be angry. If you believe in no, if you believe that no means no, you should be angry. You should not allow this. You should not co-sign on this. You should not make jokes about this. It's not funny. This is how it fucking starts. Just sit back and watch. Stop listening to your fucking 3-letter organizations and news outlets and just tap into your intuition and your gut, for God's sakes. Drink some water. I'm outside. Be outside. Not work outside. That's different. Get grounded. Drink clean water. Breathe some fucking fresh air. Get sun. 30 minutes a day. We're not talking about the squirrel. I was wondering if that was going to come up. There's just a lot that you can be doing for yourself to tune in and tap into your intuition. And a lot of people are not doing that right now. And we're allowing decisions to be made for us that definitely are not for us, that do not serve us in any form or fashion. So that's all I got. That's that. People have asked me what my thoughts are. What's up with this abortion thing? Explain it. There's that. There's lots of information on the internet. Rewatch the video. You can't have one in Texas after 6 weeks, basically for no reason. You can go to New Mexico. You can go to Colorado to get one. Period. That's it. That's our option. Anyways, follow me over on Freethinkers. Follow us over on Freethinkers. Follow the YouTube page. Conversation rules the nation, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, making it this far. And if you ever want to get involved in a conversation, holla at your girl. Freethinkers.